Let's see how this is going to work today. We're just going to go out here, and I'm not live. I've set the time and the weather. We're just going to go out and cruise around Japan, Tokyo area. Nothing fancy, just really playing with my VR. I think we got everything good to go. So let's go ahead and hopefully I have everything turned on. Hopefully. Make no mistakes will be made. Get it up here on the thing. Flip it into VR. Cleaning the lenses just in case. I got crap on them. I really have a lot of fun. Now, wait a minute. This is not supposed to be night. I reset it. Why is it doing this? I am not live. Huh. Well, I guess we can do it at night, but I could have swore I reset the time and the weather. So obviously I didn't, and I just don't feel like reloading it, so we'll check it out at night. What the hell. Alright, let's switch it into VR. Alright. We're not running, we're sitting at the thing. Alright, first thing we got to do is we're going to have to start this puppy up. And I'm going to let voice attack handle all the switches on the startup. 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 Shit. I got something not switched over. Probably I don't have it set. Nope, don't have it set to flight sim. Okay. See, I told you mistakes will be made. All right. Start up.
There you go.
We're just letting voice attack do the startup. It's dark. Wings are folded. We'll get it running here. Hopefully brakes are on. Looks like we're running. Now we gotta turn on our electronics. Get our lights on. Whoops. I'm really not sure how to turn off the flashlight. Okay, let's get the wings down. When you're flying this plane, make damn sure you lock them. They will fold up. Okay, it's released there. Oh, I really forget how to turn a damn flashlight off. Gee, I haven't used it in forever. Let me see. We're going to have to go into the... we're going to have to go into options and figure it out. I do not know. Keyboard. See if we can get a search here. Light, flashlight. Flashlight, I guess, what we'll call it. Alt L. Okay. Alt-L. Did not work. Shit. Okay, it's left alt, not right alt. I used the one that I thought would be, do we have panel lights here? Shit. I know we do have panel lights. Okay, let's turn the flashlight back on, see if we can find them. Doubt if we do not have panel lights. Let's see where they might be hidden. How about lights? Green. Cockpit lights. Ba, ba, ba. Well, haven't got it yet. The hell. See what happens if you don't read all the instructions? Alright, we're going to go back in here to options. Definitely cockpit lights. Turn it on, did not work. Damn it. We do have some lights, but not all lights. Alright, where is the light switch? Alright, let's shit. Instruments and systems. How about here? Flight instruments. Lights. Interior lights, toggle lights. Alright, we'll try L, I guess. It may not have lights on it, but I cannot believe that, being that it has. You know, I could probably live without them, but it would be nice to have. I don't know what the deal is here. Ba, ba, ba. Ain't there. It may not have panel lights. I don't know that it does for a fact. Flashlight and lights. L is lights. Ba, ba, ba. I'm going to have to look it up, I guess. We're going to have to put it in the air without a... Because L is not working. Well, I could live without it. Okay. Change view. It ought to be exciting here. Okay, well, let's looks like I got room on the right. Whoa, come on now. I thought I released the brakes. Boy, it just doesn't want to stay moving here. Alright, why are the brakes not staying released? There they're going. Whoa, I can't believe I can't find the panel lights on this thing, and it may not have panel lights. I don't know for a fact that it does. Change view. Whoa, it'll get too heavy on that rudder there, Ed. Gotta love the way this plane shakes when it's idling. Can't believe I can't find the panel lights. Come on. He never had this plane out at night before. And it may not have panel lights. I don't know. But I can't find them. But it'll be in the manual. Just have to look it up. Could have swore I set it for daylight, though. I don't know. I could just reset the whole thing and not worry about it. But whoops. Sorry about that. I was stretching my foot. Forgot I had it on my pedal. And if you get this plane, be real careful on the brakes. Arrgh. It is really nose heavy. And I was just showing you and then went ahead and pressed it too hard. Such is life. You know why I do this until I figure out. I'm going to go ahead and reset the time. We're just going to reset the time. I could have swore I did it right. Now it's possible I didn't. See, it shows it didn't, so what the hell? No, it didn't. See, it should not be live. Why is it saying it was live? See, I have it turned off. Should have AI traffic on. Theoretically. Now we should be right again. Okay, that's what I did last time. I don't know why we didn't get it. Yeah, this plane is a bitch on the ground. It really is. The bitch on the ground is bitch taking off, and it is a bitch landing. Let's center it. Start up.
There you go.
Sure don't see panel lights. Doesn't see pitot lights, pilot lights, so maybe they aren't backlit. They may not be. Alright. Go ahead and kick on our radio.
Ground Echo Yankee Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar with Mike request taxi to the active departing straight out. Echo Yankee Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar taxi to and hold short of runway 34 left by a taxiway Hotel 3 Alpha 10. Contact tower on 118.2 when ready.
Mouse is just too sensitive.
Taxi to and hold short runway 34 left using taxiway Mike Hotel 3 Alpha 10 India Mike Oscar.
Okay, brakes are released, obviously. Hook is free. People in the way. I ought to just chop her head off. I think it's a her. I won't swear to it, but I think it's a her. You got a long nose on this here puppy. And as I showed you, it's real easy to hit the brakes too hard, and I wasn't stomping on them. I just barely touched them. It is very nose heavy. It was always an issue with the plane. As I said, they claim this people killed as many people on the ground, this plane killed as many people on the ground as it did in the air, just trying to take off and land it. Once it's in the air, it really handles really well, but below, I don't know, 125 mile an hour, 100 knots, it is a beast to control. Very takeoff is isn't easy. It's got a lot of torque. It's a dual radial engine, 13-foot prop. It seriously has a lot of pull torque. As soon as the tail wheel comes off the ground, this plane likes to being too sensitive on these pedals for whatever. This it likes to take off. See if we can stop it and run it through the travel here. Just a little bit of brake. Come on. Whoops. Okay, let's run it through the travel. Brakes in and out. Okay, let's see what happens. That's a little better. Real touchy there. Sometimes I might have to recalibrate the pedals. It's possible. I haven't calibrated them in a while. Because it's being touchier than it normally is. So it's possible I need to do a recalibration on them. And you don't notice, I don't notice it on other planes, but this one they get out a little bit. It really is, like I say, this plane is a beast on the ground. Flies wonderfully. You notice this plane likes to shake in third-person view on the ground. I don't know why that is. Doesn't do it when you're in the cockpit. Easy, come on, slow down.
Narita Tower, Echo Yankee Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar ready for departing straight out at runway 34 left. Echo Yankee Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar altimeter 2
Give it about 20 degrees of flaps.
Cleared for takeoff runway 34 left India Mike Oscar.
Now I did not set the brakes, so why did they reset? I have no idea. I did not set them again. And I have the tail wheel free. They tell you to lock it, but I have better luck taking it off without it locked. Because as soon as the tail wheel comes off the ground, this plane takes off, and you get to catch it a little sooner with it free. Now, plus you have the Microsoft tail dragger not quite right to begin with. This plane, the way it is naturally, aggravates that. So we got 20% flaps, full RPMs. Let's give it some manifold pressure. But watch it, soon as this takes off, as soon as this tail hook come off, this plane's gonna jerk. Oh, come on, pedal, 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 pedal. And you don't, it's a bitch. As soon as the tail hook comes off, and it catches you completely by surprise if you have the tail hook locked. Okay, we're raising the landing gear. We're gonna raise flaps. Flaps are up. Let's get off some RPMs here. And let's get our manifold pressure manageable. Alright. All right. Like I say, once you get it up over 100, basically 100 knots, the plane flies beautifully. It just really low at low speeds. It's a beast. No mistake about it. Looks like we got a little bit of prop distortion. RPM, 50 frames per second. And we'll head to Tokyo. Hit the coast. And we're not far from Tokyo, basically across the bay here. And this plane even sounds like a beast. And I do have the North Fall, South Spring add-on from Bajin. I use the seasonal packs. Just because, might as well just add more realism. That's why you see the golden trees down there with leaves changing. Yeah, this plane is one of my favorites to play around with, I have to admit. Like I say, it flies really good. It's just takeoff and landing. It's a little exciting. I don't know why it does that in VR. It jumps around a little bit. When you're looping and stuff. Let's throttle up here. Well, this plane does have dual superchargers. Of course, it's a dual radial engine. This is why the nose is so long. Got a top speed about 400 mile an hour, what, 480 knots, 486 knots, something like that. Top speed with the superchargers engaged. Get some speed up here. We'll go through a loop. See if I can roll this without. And you'll notice you hear the hum. This plane does this, I guess, when you're outside the cockpit. It doesn't do it inside the cockpit, but you can hear it humming inside, or outside, I should say. Okay, so the plane is really a lot of fun to fly. Of course, you don't have all the fancy new conveniences like, I don't know, autopilot. And I didn't load bullets in it, but it even had the guns work on it as far as you can see them firing. Get the gun flashes on them. I did not load it with bullets, and you can only load it when you're on the ground. I just didn't think about it. But to shoot, you have to turn on the generators for the weapons, turn off the safeties. And we'll bring up our gun sight here as soon as we can. As you can see, we have a gun sight. You can turn the intensity up. And if you put bullets in it, which I did not do, when you pull the trigger on your joystick, it will shoot in left and right guns. You'll see them fire. You can also load up rockets on it. On the outside, you can see the rockets when you're in third person. It's got rockets. You can't fire the rockets. They're perfectly static. They're just for pretties. But the wings do carry rockets. You can load bombs. You can drop bombs, but they don't visually see them drop and they just disappear. There's nothing in the game for it to be able to, for it to actually do that physically. But you do get the gun flashes out of the gun ports. You see just outside the props there, you'll see the 3 gun ports on each side, left and right, and you will get gun flashes when you fire the guns. Hopefully I went the right way here. I do believe south, and I am heading south. Double check, make sure I am. Why is this not giving me my... Oh, we're in third person view. Okay, hang on here. Hang on. Forgot it only works in third person. Yep, we're on the Tokyo's right here, and we're going around the bay here. We can cut across, save a little time. Instead of following the coast all the way around. Good day.
Going to 126.5 India Mike Oscar. Sarasu approach, Echo Yankee, Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar, 2,100 feet.
Echo Yankee Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar, Key Sarasu approach, altimeter 29.9, 2 continue as planned.
A little bit too much manifold pressure. You can blow this motor up. You'll get a windscreen full of oil. I've done it a few times by pushing a little too hard. You can do it. Like I say, I find it really fun to fly. I find takeoff and landings, like I say, as far as I'm concerned, this is the most misbehaved plane I have, or in the game right now, as far as takeoff and landings. Very misbehaving. All the tail draggers taking off are a pain in the ass, because the tail draggers, the tail wheel just doesn't work quite. They don't have it set quite right. I don't know how they're doing it, but it's just not quite right. But this one really multiplies the issue, because it just has so much torque as soon as that wheel comes off. But tail draggers are in a bad spot, period. But not only do you have the tail dragger problem on takeoff, you have this plane doesn't like to fly at 100 mile per hour and less. So it is, landing is a chore. And that's the way it was in real life. I mean, this plane hurt a lot of people why it was not in combat. But once you get it in the air, it's really sweet. See, right now, flying it, running loops and swirls, and it's very well behaved. It's just not behaved at under 100 mile an hour. It's a heavy airplane. It's got a very heavy nose on it. So when they say you got to learn to fly it, they actually mean you got to learn to fly it. Yes, sir. And as many people as Japan has, they still have quite a bit of land. Now, not all of it is flat, of course. It's a very, very city crowded place. I don't know if you've ever been there or not, but they do still have quite a bit of land. I would not call it farmable land. But they still have quite a bit of farmland. See, you can see the wind thing across the bay there. And we could fly all the way around the bay, or we're just going to cut across it. But you could fly all the way around it. It's not that long a flight. And there's farmland down there, as you can tell.
India Mike Oscar, contact Tokyo approach on 124.4. Good day.
Okay, we're going to turn off the
Mike Oscar. Tokyo approach Echo Yankee, Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar 1000 feet.
Echo Yankee Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar Tokyo approach altimeter 29.9 continuous plan.
There's the wind tower. I don't really know if it's just for decorations. I think that's all it's for, just for pretties. They built it to pretty much like Skytree Tower. Doesn't really serve a whole lot of purpose except looks. But it might do something. Hell, it might be an 8 International Airport there. Tokyo International, I guess you'd call it. We go out that way and they got Gundam out there, the big robot. Well, head over that way. We could come back here later. Yeah, the big robot they built, I don't think it actually does anything except stand there, but they're really big in their anime in Japan. Really big on it. And of course, don't forget the waifus. Everybody's big on the waifus.
India Mike Oscar, contact Altsuchi approach on 123 Decimal 8. Good day.
123 decimal 8 India, Mike Oscar. Atsuchi approach Echo Yankee, Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar 600 feet.
Echo Yankee Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar Atsuchi approach altimeter.
Okay, let's see if we can get close enough to actually see the robot. See the big robot they built? Now that's really there in Yokohama. Big robot. There's a big Yokohama tower. Pretty nifty stuff. We'll make one more pass on the robot, I guess. Like I say, the fall pack looks really nice. All the packs really look nice.
Contact Tokyo approach on 124.4.
Let's see if we can get her down here.
Going to 124 decimal 4 India, Mike Oscar. Tokyo approach
Cruise ship looks a little
Charlie
bent.
Hotel India Mike Oscar 500 feet.
So you got your big robot. Only in Japan do you have your big robots. Uh, you can get Godzilla in San Francisco, but he belongs in Tokyo Bay. I don't know what he's doing in San Francisco.
126.5, India, Mike Oscar. Kisarasu approach, Echo Yankee,
As you can
Charlie
tell,
Hotel
the
India,
plane
Mike
really
Oscar,
behaves
1000
well
feet.
once you're at speed, once it's up in the air.
Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar Kisarazu approach altimeter 29 decimal
Like I say, one of my favorite planes.
contact at Suchi approach on 123 decimal 8. Good day.
123.8, India, Mike Oscar. Asuji approach, Echo Yankee, Charlie Hotel India, Mike Oscar, 900 feet.
Echo Yankee Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar at Suchi approach altimeter 29 decimal 9 or 2 continuous plane. India Mike Oscar contact Tokyo approach on 124 decimal 4.
Yep, yep. Looking good.
124.4
Everything's good.
for India, Mike Oscar. Tokyo approach, Echo Yankee, Charlie Hotel India, Mike Oscar, 900 feet.
Echo Yankee Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar Tokyo approach altimeter 29 decimal 9 or 2 continuous plane.
I have no idea why this does that. Only does it in third person sometimes. I don't know if it's the game or the headset. It's the only game I've noticed do that. And I really don't know why. But I have noticed on occasion, it doesn't do it all the time, but occasionally it just starts doing it. It's almost like it doesn't realize it's on. Sensor not picking up right, maybe. And as I have been and flew in and out of Tokyo, it's amazing how correct it is. But I will admit that I do have an add-on pack for Tokyo for a lot of the things, so it may be because the add-on pack it's so correct. There's Rainbow Bridge. Tokyo Sky Tower over there. Yeah, it's pretty fun in Microsoft Flight Sim to go to places you've been to in the past and check them out. Some places are really good and some are not so good. Oh, and a lot of it is that it's been years and years since I've been to some places. So when I go back and see them now, you know, things change in a decade, 15 years or so. Things really do change a lot. So you really don't, it's not what you remember. Can't really blame that on the game, I suppose. Now, see, that tower serves no purpose except looks, observation, all that stuff. But yeah, they just built it for fun. Really doesn't serve a whole lot of purpose.
Going to 124.4, India, Mike Oscar. Tokyo approach, Echo Yankee, Charlie Hotel India, Mike Oscar, 1,900 feet.
Am I that high? Yeah, I guess maybe. I wouldn't think so, but yes, I am that high. Now, I don't know what the diet building is. I guess that's to get rid of fat Japanese people. I'm just making fun. I don't know. Tokyo Tower. Just a funny name for a building to me. And I doubt if it has anything to do with diets. Probably head of government there. There's ball fields, stadiums, National Gymnasium. Thing about it, they build things for style. Just have to love the detail in Flight Sim. Ah. Is that I wonder if that's doing that on the screen. I don't know. That'll tell me if it's the headset or the... I'm going to have to look next time. I've never bothered looking. Let's see. I don't see... Okay, here it goes. Nope, it's not doing it. It's only doing the headset. So it's a headset issue. Whatever it is, it's a headset issue. So don't tell me I got a bad headset. It does that every now and then.
India, Mike Oscar. Ship at Cusco approach, Echo Yankee, Charlie Hotel India, Mike Oscar, 1,600 feet. Echo Yankee, Charlie Hotel India, Mike Oscar, Ship at Cusco approach, altimeter 29.9 continue as planned. India, Mike Oscar, contact Yokoto approach on 120.7. Good day. 120.
Oh, now's not a good time to do that. Come on. Oh, shit. And you can open the canopy in flight too, by the way. This canopy opens. In fact, they claim you're supposed to open it when you land, before you hit the ground. I would imagine it helps act as a speed brake. Other than that, I don't know what the purpose would be opening it up before you land, except be able to get out of the plane that much quicker when you crash it. You know, jump. But I don't know. I don't see Mount Fuji, but I know it's out here. Underneath the cloud cover, maybe. Could be too farther to the left there. We'll get farther out here and it'll pop up. We'll see it. We're not very high in the air, so. And yes, this is a very large city. I don't know if they consider all of it Tokyo. Probably like every place else in the world, you know, you have the city and then the surrounding area, and they always call it something else, or it's a town, or it's this, but it's basically still the same city. I don't know how they do it here. I do not have city markers on, so probably if I turned them on, I'd have all kinds of them out here. I would guess. Just like you do everywhere else. Yeah, there's something I'm going to have to, I don't know if it's OpenXR doing it or what. Something is causing that to do that. And obviously it's not the game. Well, it's, my headset's just blacking out, going black. You can't see it, I've noticed, but yeah. It starts on the left eye, then moves over to the right eye. Doesn't do it all the time, but occasionally. And sometimes it won't do it all day long. So I don't know. seems to do it more often when I'm in third person. For whatever that's worth. Maybe if I reset the set. Nope. See, it just doesn't. It's not acting right. I don't know what it is. Uh-oh. Shouldn't have taken it off. Now it's. Oh, it looks like the problem is steam. Because I've got it flickering over there and there's no reason it's flickering, so maybe I should turn notifications off when I'm flying in Flight Sim, because if that's the case, wouldn't surprise me. Oh, we got plenty of clouds here. This plane has a ceiling of what, 40,000 feet, 45,000, or maybe 35,000. It's got quite a ceiling on it for a plane. It may be 30,000, 35,000. Quite a bit of ceiling for a small plane. But it is a fighter jet, not a fighter jet, but it's a fighter plane, so it's probably a lot of it. There's Mount Fuji back here underneath the clouds. But it was out here somewhere. Like I say, we weren't very high back there. We were pretty much sea level. We couldn't see up and over the top. Now we can. Like I say, plane's a lot of fun. One of my favorite that I have. It's a lot of fun. Once you get it off the ground in the air, a little speed on it, it really, really runs good. Just terrible at low speeds.
India Mike Oscar, contact Tokyo Center on 134.15. Good day. 134.15 for India Mike Oscar. Tokyo Center, Echo Yankee, Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar 9,100 feet. Echo Yankee Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar Tokyo Center altimeter 29.92 continuous plan. India Mike Oscar, contact Yokoto approach on 120.7. Good day. 120.7 for India Mike Oscar. Yokoto approach Echo Yankee, Charlie Hotel India, Mike Oscar, 8,300 feet. Echo Yankee Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar Yokoto approach altimeter 29.92 continuous plan.
Drink some coffee here. I think I put enough gas in it to get the Fuji. I could check it, but it ain't gonna do me any good. We either did or didn't. I think this is one of those peaks that has snow on it all year round. I will say the sound in this reverb is so much nicer than my Rift S. Different as night and day as far as sound. Well, visual quality is too, but it's really nice to have nice sound again. My original Rift had really nice sound on it. And then when I bought the Rift S, that was the most disappointing thing, that what they consider good sound on the Rift S and the Quest 2, I think is a joke. I mean, it's serviceable, but the sound really does suck. But the sound is really nice. Again.
India Mike Oscar contact Tokyo Center on 134.15. Good day. 134.15 India Mike Oscar. Tokyo Center Echo Yankee Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar 12,200 feet. Echo Yankee Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar Tokyo Center altimeter 29.9 to continue as planned.
Wonder how big a mess it'd make if this poor thing erupted again. I guess it's an active volcano, so it could, but how big a mess.
Mike Oscar. Yoko Takro Echo Yankee, Charlie Hotel India, Mike Oscar 14,400 feet.
Echo Yankee Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar Yoko Takro altimeter 29.9 continuous plan.
Wow, I'm getting 63 frames per second. Ha! Imagine that. In VR. In flight sim.
India Mike Oscar contact Tokyo Center on 134.15. Good day.
Going to 134.15 India Mike Oscar.
One thing that's sad is you can't take screenshots in VR.
Charlie Hotel India, Mike Oscar 14,000.
There may be some program that will screenshot the HMD. I don't know. I don't have it. If there is one. The shot the desktop, of course, all you're going to get is the dual images. Not what I want. All right.
India Mike Oscar contact Yoko.
Contact. Always want me to contact somebody. Okay, that makes sense.
On 120.7. Good day.
120.7 for India Mike Oscar. Yoko Takro Echo Yankee, Charlie Hotel India, Mike Oscar 14,300 feet.
Echo Yankee Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar Yoko Takro altimeter 29.9 continuous plan. India Mike Oscar contact Tokyo Center on 134.15. Good day.
134.15 for India Mike Oscar. Tokyo Center Echo Yankee, Charlie Hotel India, Mike Oscar 14,200 feet.
Echo Yankee Charlie Hotel India Mike Oscar Tokyo Center altimeter 29.9 continuous plan. India Mike Oscar contact Yoko Takro on 120.7. Good day.
120.7 for India Mike Oscar. Yoko Takro Echo Yankee, Charlie Hotel India, Mike Oscar 14,000.
Okay, I think I'm gonna get out of here. Look like got anybody else watching, so we're gonna stop the stream.
India Mike Oscar contact Tokyo Center on 13.
Go ahead and land it somewhere.